Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to LTV. And before I start the video, I just want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support for 100 subscribers. And let's keep going, people. Let's keep going. So yeah, really appreciate the support. Yeah, people, let's get straight into it. So what's going on in the world of Manchester United? Benjamin Sesko has chosen to join Manchester United. And he's rejected Newcastle. That's the news that we're going to talk about today. So how do we feel? How do we feel about this? Let's start off by saying Newcastle. I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry. That's all I can really say at this point. You've been rejected more times than a nerd that gets bullied in school. That's really what's going on right now. Like it's sad. It's sad. Wisa, Mbuemo, Cunha, João Pedro, Sesko now. I'm pretty sure Kudus is linked to you. Trafford, Ekatike, Isak wants to leave. That is 9 players. 9 players. That, and it's probably more that I'm missing. What is going on with you people? And it's, you guys are crashing on Twitter. You Newcastle fans are crashing on Twitter and socials saying, why would people want to join Manchester United? You got to join Newcastle with Champions League football, blah, blah. Who are you? We're still Manchester United, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, the name We Are Manchester United, it still works in 2025. It really does. We finished 15th last season, but we're taking all your targets. Liverpool are taking your targets. And you're supposed to be a big club, you know what I'm saying? And everyone's just coming in and saying, I want that player, I want that player, I want that player. We don't care if Newcastle are linked. We don't care if Newcastle put in a bid. We're still going to take them. And that's what we've done. So yeah, Benjamin Sesko is going to be a Manchester United player. The Hear Me Go is probably going to come within another 24 hours or so, something like that. Does he fit in the team? In my opinion, yeah. I think he's a good option. I think if we can get him in at least a week before the season starts. So maybe this weekend, because we have one more game against Fiorentina and then the Premier League starts. So I think he'll fit into the team. The price is my only problem. I don't think he's worth the 75 or however much we're gonna pay for him at this point. So yeah, that's the only thing. Because in that light, it's still a risk, but I think he's a decent player, man. I think he's still gonna come in and score. I'll take 10 to 15 goals from him. That's what I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not gonna say, oh, he has to score 20, or if he doesn't score 20, it's over. I think he can score 10 to 15 goals in the Premier League. I think that a lot of people are just traumatized by Højlund. I don't think this is the same situation as Højlund, because we've been linked to Sesko for years and years and years and years and years. And Sesko decided, okay, I'm going to go to Salzburg. He did his thing at Salzburg. He scored a lot of goals. And then I'm going to go to Leipzig. I'm not going to make that step to a big club or whatever. I'm going to go to Leipzig. And he did well at Leipzig. He did well. Like, last season, he has 13 league goals, but 20 overall, I'm pretty sure. And the season before that, I'm pretty sure he scored 18. That's pretty good for his age. 22 years old. I'm not one to say, oh, if you're 22 years old, that means you're going to be good in 3 years. No. But right now, he's showing that he can score goals. And I know the Bundesliga thing, all players from the Bundesliga coming to the Premier League. It's a bit of a crazy transition, but look, there are some successes of it. And I think he could be a decent player. I don't think he's going to come in and, completely just start bagging goals like how Haaland did, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's on that level, but he'll come in and actually add something to our attack, actually be a threat. Because with Jack Swagger up top, we're not offering anything with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be Mbuemo and Cunha. And then when we get the ball into Jack Swagger, he's just going to lose the ball. And then we're going to get caught in transition. And then people will complain about the midfield, which we still need a midfielder, by the way. People complain about the midfield, getting bypassed and blah, 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 blah. Because we don't have that striker to be able to absorb the pressure. Or even that striker that has running power that's going to give the defense something to think about. Because that's the two things that we're really missing right now. So I think that Sesko will be a decent signing for Manchester United. I love the way that we've got him. Nobody expected us to have this amount of money. Even I didn't think we could even do this. We took him from Newcastle. We said, okay, look, we've been looking at this guy for this amount of time, and Newcastle are about to get him. So we need to get him right now because we need a striker. We all know Gyökeres was our number 1 target, but he didn't want to join us because we don't have Champions League, and he wants Champions League, which is fair enough. I can't fault him for that. So yeah, you go over there, Gyökeres. the Glock that won't shoot, whatever you are. You go over there to Arsenal and win no trophies. You have fun. But yeah. Sesko and Mbeumo and Cunha as a front three, it sounds dangerous on paper. It really does. It sounds great, honestly. I feel like it can do well. I think if all of them can get 10 to 15 goals, that's good. Because I don't mind the goals being spread out. In modern football, in recent time, it doesn't seem like everybody just has that one striker that's just bagging 30 and the rest are like, doing their thing. I think that goals are being spread out more and more and more and more. Even look at Barcelona that scored that many amount of goals. Yamal only scored like 10 league goals, but he got like 13 assists. You know what I'm saying? If Mbeumo gets 10 league goals and 13 league assists, I don't think anybody's going to complain and say, oh my God, why did he not score 20? If Cunha comes in and chimes in and gets 10 goals and 10 assists, nobody's going to complain. That's a pretty good season in my opinion. And then Sesko comes and gets 15 goals. Boom. That's decent. That's a decent for your starting front three. Now, more importantly, I think it's the bench players that need to step up. Because we are going to have injuries. That's going to happen. I don't think we're going to have a whole season and get extremely lucky where we get no injuries and no problems. We're going to have injuries. So, players like Mason Mount, players like Zertsky, players like, I don't know, maybe Menu, because Menu might be on the bench and be rotated a little bit. Yeah, those kind of players. I'm probably forgetting someone in the attack, to be honest. Am I? Am I forgetting anyone? I don't really know. If I'm forgetting anyone, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, those kind of players have to step up. And if they can raise their level, then with AFCON coming up, we have Ahmad. I didn't forget about Ahmad, but Ahmad can play the 10 as well. With AFCON coming up, those kind of players are going to, like Ahmad and Mbeumo, and if Onana just actually stays here, which I hope he doesn't, all of those players are going to go. So we need those players to step up in January and throughout the season. And if they can raise their level, that raises the whole level of the squad. And everybody's going to want to perform because everyone wants to be in the starting 11. So that'll give that level of competitiveness. Now, from what I've seen so far from preseason, it's just preseason. I'm not going to read into it and say, oh, yes, we're going to go and whip up the league and get top 3 or whatever. We're not doing that shit. But from what I've seen so far in preseason, we look a little bit better as a team. The team cohesion is there. The chemistry is growing. I think not just on the pitch, but I mean off the pitch. It looks like the players are happy now. People are actually happy to be at Manchester United. It's not depressing to be at Manchester United. That's what it's been really for the last 5-6 years, just depression, We have those little moments of happiness and stuff, and then boom, back to reset settings. So I'm hoping that even if Ruben Amorim isn't the man, that we just keep bringing in quality players, because the more quality players you bring in, the players around it will just get quality as well, because you're training with these players all the time. I watched a City video and I'm like, looking at this, I'm like, yo, these players are all good players. Yes, all of them might not play, or not going to play every single game, but if you're training and playing with these players over and over and over and over, you're going to get better. So that's what we need to see, and sign more players with technical ability, sign more players with right mentality, and just good footballers, man. Just get me more good footballers at Manchester United. That's what we've been lacking over the years. That's exactly what we've been lacking. Another thing we're going to talk about is sales. Sales. We need to sell, though. We need to start selling. Garnacho, just hurry up and go to Chelsea. Start wasting time. Sancho, you need to make a move. You need to find a club. Anthony, you need to find a club. Malacia, you need to find a club. We still need to... I still would sell Onana. We still need to sell Rasmus, who apparently refused to leave and doesn't want to go to Leipzig, by the way. So that's another thing. So you need to go away. Rasmus, I'm tired of you. Just get out, please. I understand you want to fight for your place and whatever, but my eyes can't take that again next season. I can't do that again. I refuse. If I see Rasmus on my pitch, I'm erasing that from my memory. I don't want to see that on my pitch. I can't do it anymore. Just go to Leipzig, bro. Go somewhere else. Just not here. And if you stay here, stay on the bench. Stay on the bench. You can have your little 5-minute cameos, because I'll be turning off the game by that time. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the game will already be won. Yes, I'm a Rasmus hater. I'll be honest. I don't rate the guy. I don't think he's an absolutely abysmal footballer. obviously, because he's still a professional footballer at the end of the day. But I don't think he's at the level of Manchester United. I don't think he's at the level of any big club. So I don't even know why we have him. And he costs 75 million. So I'm allowed to be like this. 75 million, and he barely scored me 5 league goals last season. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? But yeah, we need to get sales going so we can actually buy a bloody midfielder, because we need a midfielder, dog. Like, we still need that. Casemiro, Ugarte, and Kobe Menu as our options is not going to work. And Bruno, even. We need a ball progressive midfielder and a midfielder with some technical security that can actually hold on to the ball and drive. We need that. If we can get that in midfield and get that balance going and get a goalkeeper in, we can probably get Layman's for like 12 to 15 million. Let's just get a cheap midfielder as well. And let's do something. We only have 1 game a week, so we don't need the extra, right now. So let's get that in. Get Sesko in. And we have a decent team. And hopefully we can push in that top 7, because that's what I'm expecting this season. I don't know what you guys are expecting. Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm hoping we can get in the top 7 to get European football and then build our way back up that way. Because I just don't think we're on the level of Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, or Liverpool right now. But the rest of the teams, I think we can still compete with them. Even Spurs. So yeah, again, I just want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. And if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Like and subscribe. And hopefully next video, it will be Sesko, here we go. Or I have a little surprise for you guys this week with a new video. You guys are gonna like it. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. So peace out.